Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We are back with some more Your Line April, this being episode 19. Our journey, our time with this series is almost at an end. Not quite yet, though. We still have a few more episodes to go. But the fire has kind of been lit in Kaori again, really thanks to Kousei and Nagi's performance, which was absolutely spectacular. I loved what we had with that performance. But Kaori it seems like she wants to give this a shot. Like, she's just not going to leave things like this how they are. And this may be, I'm thinking it is, the last performance that we'll see with her and Kousei together. I mean, it may just be the last kind of musical performance she ever does with the kind of trajectory, that she's going down with what's going on with her. So we'll kind of have to see how they leave off the series. Like I said, we have a few more episodes to go. So I'm really curious. We're probably going to have some build up, or I would imagine, for this sort of final performance with Kousei and Kaori, but we may have other stuff as well. So yeah, we're going to get into this episode, everyone. See what we'll have. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Be extremely dangerous. Probably like surgery or something, right? Tough decision, man. Tough decision. And if she's made up her mind, if this is what she wants to do, surgery. That's what I was assuming. Now, I know the parents do have a big say, especially, I mean, even if she's at this age, like, the parents should have a big say, but she seems really adamant about doing this. So, we'll see. We'll see. She thinking about the music, man. And I'll probably Kousei as well. And I mean, this is what she's passionate about. So maybe to give it one last sort of go around, but apparently it's like a high risk situation. I feel like a lot of kinds of surgery could be like that, Although now with technology and how it is and medical practices and all that, I think it's probably the best or the safest it's ever been. But I mean, you just never know, right? What could happen with any surgery? It could be just the one smallest thing that I hate to even think about it, honestly. But if this is actually going to be the last sort of performance, just from her in general, but her and Kousei, if I thought any performance before has been beautiful, this one is probably going to blow them all out of the water. I would not be surprised. Honestly. Oh, Kousei getting at it. Kousei getting at it. They gotta improvise too on the phone with her. Some things never change. Some things never change. It wasn't like that, right? It wasn't like that. I was just about to say that too. Jeez. I mean, just like the wheelchair, dude. She's really gonna go for it. Hey, she's determined, so. The lumberjack. What did he? The lumberjack ape? Is that what he said? Yo, it'd be like that sometimes. This was me in chemistry. Whenever I got a B in chemistry, I was like that. Oh, damn, that hit her where it hurts. I honestly thought we were gonna be done with like the Tsubaki. I guess I thought maybe they're gonna do some big sort of thing with it. I was like, I thought we were kind of moving on beyond that kind of Tsubaki plot line or her character arc or whatever you'd want to say. Hey, they seem in good spirits. That has to be a somewhat of a good sign, right? Compared to how we saw him at the beginning of the episode. I know they were talking about the surgery and all that. Man. She's just so determined though too. Like she could have just kept being in the hospital bed, not doing anything, right? And just kind of gave up. But look at her, dude. It's like, man, like we still see parts of her that we're so used to, but then there's just so much more to it now. She's starting to walk again. She had given up. She could have just stayed in that rut. And it kind of parallels Kousei, how he was towards the beginning of the series. And then how Kaori came in for him. Pulled him out of that rut. Oh, we saw her. We saw her. She was she was playing the air violin. She was. If it'll give me even a little more time. Jeez. Jeez, man. There's a boy that I met in April. Little partial kind of title drop. I have to do this. And this is why she's yes. This is why she's like this. Yeah. Of course. That's not right. That's not her. Ah. And you say, yeah, that's just not her. For her to give up. Man. But it's not even like there's much hope beyond that. Like it's like this small sliver, right? That she'll be able to do this, and then after that, what? That's it. Like, ah, yeah. Because imagine how it could have been if Kousei wasn't the. I don't even want to think, right? And that's why the parents are like that too, with Kousei. Eastern Japan piano competition. So yeah, it's like kind of like, is it because he's been out of the game for a bit? You know, he's been in the rut. Kind of has to bring it back, stack onto that resume. Walk off home run, and you know if y'all know baseball, you know how big of a deal that is, and tough as well. A lot of pressure. See, I honestly didn't think we were gonna go back to the Tsubaki stuff. To be honest, I thought like we kind of were at a point where it's like, okay, it seems like she's gonna move on potentially. Like she knows what it is. I mean, yeah. I mean, of course they're still friends, but I didn't think. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But this man has been working. This man is nonstop. Yeah, you've been out, dog. This could end up affecting him in a negative way if you really think about it. So he's taking, just like obviously Kaori on a much more extreme measure, but Kousei too. Like this could negatively impact him or affect him if he's overworking himself. So at first he came over to give him that, but now it's turned into this whole cutting his hair and well, she wasn't expecting him to be like this, to be fair. Does he have some food in his mouth? Is he? His voice right there sounded like he had a mouthful. I think he does. Oh. I mean, it's human nature, right? And human emotion. I like how she acknowledges though, like she knows, like she acknowledges what it is, kind of. he he went and ate all of it. Like shit, this all for me, okay. I'm sure, of course. I mean, y'all are still friends. Like I said, like he appreciates this just on any level, you know. But it's, like especially because you're friends, you're being there for him in especially a time like this. Of course, he appreciates that. This parallel, we see both of them working so hard. Emmy. Yeah, I was about to say, before they even panned up, I was like, Emmy. Either Emmy or Takeshi, but yeah, the attire, I was like, Emmy. He has the freaking like rooster or whatever, the chicken in his. Oh man. Hey, there's Takeshi. Won her over. He won her over. Over some food. Hey, it be doing that sometimes. Food is special, man. Powerful. Yo, it's about to win over Takeshi too. Hey, he won both of them over. The power of food, man. Bringing people together. Rekindling friendships. It's like literally like how kind of rekindling that are in a way. Hey, just go do your thing, man. You can just show it on the up on the stage, right? Of course. I know he's gonna kill it too. He's running. I was thinking like the Nagi stuff from the like what was it the previous episode, like how she sees him running now, like he has that fire as well. I love how he's carrying himself. I love it. Just you can kind of just tell from his expressions and how he's this man. He on some other shit. Hey, there's Nagi too. He got the fire lit. He about to kill this. Bottom was that the bottom button? Ah, these drawings are so cute for them when they were younger. The hero. Kousei, maybe right here. Yep. Oh, dude, it's so adorable, man. Seeing them like that, you know, it's always like, especially when we see them when they're younger, it's always just so adorable. Oh, okay. Damn, how he started that off. Dude, he just from the jump. They push you to get better though. You were his hero. That's how I see it. Like with Nagi seeing him like that, and then him seeing Kousei kind of like a little chain there. That's how I see it, at least. Right. You're yourself. Yep. Oh, that transition. That transition. Yes, exactly. You're right. Yep. Exactly. What she said right there. So true. Push you for greatness. Push you to strive for greatness even more so. Yep. Ah, that's what it's all about. I like how the stairs could be like the piano keys too. That's how I see it too. That was good. That was good, man. Ah, that was good, man. I feel like it's different. Like, oh man, I feel like there's only so Nagi. There's only like so immersed you can get into certain performances in this series, but you would actually like have to be there. You know what I mean? It's like kind of one of those things. It's kind of tougher watching it to kind of get really immersed in it. But still, it was good. Lifting them up. Hell yeah. I love that. Like, oh, they keep doing that. Like, does it reach you, sort of thing. Like in the previous episode, like Kousei was asking the same thing about Kaori. Now Takeshi here to Kousei. Still, Kaori was on him about that shit. Takeshi, of course. That's how I interpreted it. That's how I took it. Now he's like moving on from that, right? And sort of just being himself, you know? It's kind of his own sort of path. Just like they were now like eating food and all that. Like, look at him here. Aw. That's so adorable, man. I actually really like that. I don't know how I feel about the whole Tsubaki stuff. I feel like they're really trying to push that, you know? I don't know. Like I get she is trying to be there to support him as a friend. I respect that. Cuz like I said, I've been saying they're still friends. But I don't know. I feel like other parts of the episode are just where we're at right now. Like some focus can be put on other things more so than kind of that. It's not that big of a deal, but um I did like what we had with Takeshi there towards the tail end of the episode and with Emmy and Kosei and kind of the message there and just how that was done. And then also just Kosei and Kaori both working so hard, like parallel kind of each other. Like obviously different circumstances, but that too. Yeah, that last performance with both of them, because she's probably going to be able to do that, get up on there one more time on the stage or however it's going to be done, because she's working so hard. But that's about to be something. That's about to be something. Episode 20. Looks like we're gonna have more sort of Tsubaki stuff there from the preview. See, I don't know. If they in these last what we have two, don't we have 2 or 3 episodes left? I think we have 3 more episodes left. Those are 22, I want to say. It's like I don't know. We'll see. I'll hold my tongue. But it's not that I hate Tsubaki. I just feel like if they keep going on with this Tsubaki and Kosei stuff, or like, the Tsubaki character focus, I feel like it's kind of gonna overstay its welcome. But we'll see. We'll see. But tail end there, Takashi nailed it. Like what we had, just with the dialogue with him, and then the whole hero thing as well, and what they talked about also with how your allies are there obviously to help you and to push you, but also your rivals as well. In music, and I mean just in general, but also like I guess depending on the on what case, and what you're doing. But with music, with their case, yeah, man, like Emmy. Kousei just pushing him to be a better, version of himself in terms of the music. But, Takeshi realizing that he doesn't have to, he's kind of moving on from that now, right? That he doesn't have to try and be like him, or he doesn't have to always try and like kind of chase him or just try to get his attention or, reach him or whatever. It's like, you'll be you, man. Do your own thing, you know? So I do like that part of it. But obviously Kousei and Emmy as well, I would say. But obviously Kousei has had a huge impact on his life and on him as a musician. So it's kind of like a effect, like I mentioned earlier, like Nagi to Takeshi and then Takeshi to Kousei about the whole hero thing. And I mean, you could even go, you know, you could continue that chain if you wanted, right? Like Kousei to Kaori, like she could be seen kind of as his hero in a way because when he was in his rut at the beginning of the series, Kaori was there, and then now it's like Kousei has brought Kaori out of the rut, so it's just like it's like a domino effect. It's pretty cool, and they do that a lot. Not even with the whole hero thing, but with a lot of just it could be like one-liners, like dialogue or certain things, or like parallels. They do it with multiple. They be doing it with multiple characters. And I do say I like that. But yeah, I mean, I've talked about this in previous reactions. My biggest problem with this series, and it wasn't more so really in this episode, but if they continue to do the Tsubaki stuff, I may have a little bit of a problem with that because, like I said, it may overstay its welcome. But besides that, like my other problem really has been the comedic stuff in certain situations. I'd say the comedy overall is solid, but in certain moments, it just does not fit in. It just like should not be there in certain cases. And I get the whole like comedic relief. I just feel like the placement. It's kind of like with Fire Force. I know two different series, way different series, but it's just the first thing that came to my mind. It's like Fire Force. Sometimes when they use fan service or they try to use comedy, it comes with the worst timings. I feel like timing is everything for some comedic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's placed. I feel like with this series, that's one of its biggest downfalls is where it be placed in the comedy sometimes. So we'll see. We'll see how it leaves off. We have a few more episodes to go. I did think this episode was good. I think it's a solid episode. I mean, the series as a whole, even though I'm saying like these are my only like I said, they were my only problems. It's not like I have an overwhelming list of problems with the series. Like it's like very minuscule because overall the series has been fantastic. But we're in the final stretch. Kaori and Kousei probably gonna have this last performance. They're both working so hard. I'm excited for them, but I'm also worried about them too. Like both of them. It's not even just one or the other. It's like both of them. It's like y'all are overworking yourselves. And I mean, Kaori is like, especially her. She's like, man, I like love to see it. I respect the hell out of it too. But it's like, damn, like, be careful, be careful, y'all. All right, so that about does it with this episode of Your Line April. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode, man. If you guys did enjoy my reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.